In our previous two videos, we talked about how you can take a RSLogix 1100 PLC or a RSLogix 1400 PLC and use it to both control a PowerFlex 525 drive, and we can also pull data over IO-Link, which includes this encoder position, which got me thinking, now we have this controlling our motor, and we have feedback. Well, we're only one step away from learning about PIDs. Now, I didn't put enough forethought into this to plan for merging these two programs, but I bet there are situations where you don't also. So in this video, we're going to talk about how we can take one program and another program and start to put them together, because it's not as simple as copying and pasting, because we're going to have a lot of memory overlaps. A little bit about what we got, just so we can make sure we kind of are on the same page. Here's a PowerFlex 525 program we made. We have T40 as our power up delay. Here's an IO-Link program we made. We have T40 as our sample rate. So those two, they're not going to jive really well. So what we're going to do is we're going to start in a third copy of Studio 5000, of RSLogix 500. And then we're going to go File, New, and I am going to make this our PID PowerFlex. Oops, actually PID, because that's all. I forgot how you can only have 8 characters here. And the video that we're doing here is going to work with any of our 1763s or 1766, our RSLogix 1100 Series A, Series B, and our 1400 Series A, and both of the Series B options. I have a 1400 Series A, click OK, and then let's go ahead and go File, Save, and let's make this our PID IO-Link PowerFlex. Now, since we're merging two programs, and really these have two fairly different purposes, we should use separate routines for these. So we're going to right-click Program Files, New, and it increments this number for you. This first one, I'm going to call our PowerFlex, and then we're going to right-click New, and we're going to call this one our IO-Link. And then we're going to right-click New, and let's make one for our PID. And arbitrarily, I'm just going to say that our PowerFlex program is the one that we are going to keep, just like it is. So we're going to highlight rung 0. We're going to go down and we're going to highlight rung 5, right-click, copy all the rungs out of that program. We're going to go over to here, make sure we're in our PowerFlex routine, right-click, paste. You're going to get some warnings about some collisions. It should only be S:1/15. We're going to hit replace. This program we're going to run just like it is. Now, we have T40 in this program, and also notice we have MG09 in this program. If we go over to our IO-Link, we also have T40 and MG9. So those are going to cause a conflict. So what we're actually going to do in this case, in fact, hold on, let's go ahead and go over here. We're going to hit the verify button, because that fills in. So MG9 is used and RI10 is used. So we can't use any of those combining these two programs. And so we see the next one we have over here is N100. So that's not going to work with what we had over here. Now, also over here, though, we had RIX11 and then NL12. Now, I don't want us to do a lot of work, so we're going to leave these like they were. Where we had MG09 here, we're going to make it MG13. So we're going to right-click MG09, and we're going to cross-reference it. And that one right there, we luckily are only using 2 times. So I'm going to change this to MG13. Oops. Now, let me show you the pitfall of what I just did. Watch what happens to my description. I just lost my description. So before we do that, I want us to hit the undo button. We're going to double click where it says IO-Link, read data. We're going to cut that out. And now we're going to change that to a 13. And then we're just going to paste that right back here. And so that was used there. And then we had the done bit. Oops. Oh no, that is it. So that gets rid of that one. So now I want to hit the verify button. That's going to automatically create MG13. Yeah, we see we got some extra up here, but don't worry about it. When we paste in a second, it'll make sense. So that takes care of that one. Now we have T40 and we have T41. Well, our next one available is 14, coincidentally. I'm going to double click where it says sample rate, control exit, and we're going to make this T14, and I'm going to paste it in. Now, this is a good description now that these are kind of tying together. This is our encoder message sample rate. That'll be a little more descriptive. And then we want to see where all that T4 was used. I believe it was all, it's here and here, but let's make sure. We're going to right click and cross-reference it. And we'll hit the refresh button. And yeah, so it's only used here and here. So this will go to 14 and this will go to 14. So that takes care of that one. We've taken care of our message instruction. All right, now was RX11 available? I believe it was, but I want to double check there. So we're going to go to our new program. RS11 was available. Oops, wrong card game. And we have F80, L12, F81. I don't believe we use the Fs in anything in our PowerFlex program. We got the usage over here. So all of our F8s are good. And all of our L12s are good. So we're good to here. All right, now we have another timer, T4:1. We're going to cross-reference it. And we see that it's used in rungs 3 and 4. Same deal as the other one. We're going to double-click on our description, right-click and cut it out. And we're going to make this one T14:1. And we'll paste that description back in. And we'll make this T14. And we'll make this one T14. And then this is doing math with mainly our F8s. So all that's good. Our N10 was not available in our new program because we used it as our I10. So our N10 is going to have to be moved. And, there's always a learning opportunity. I believe that that's going to be a lot of work for us. So we're going to learn how to use the find and replace now. So first of all, we need to make this N14. So we're going to go replace, and we are going to find N10 : I believe that's all we need. I'm really rusty on this, but I think that'll get us there. And we're going to replace it with N14 : We're going to hit replace all. But it did not like that. Why did it not like that? I think we need a wildcard in here. Symbols, address, instructions, MAC case, global, direction down, N10. Can we do N10: 50 with N14: 50? And we'll replace all 16 items. Okay, there we go. Now we need 51. N10:51 with N14:51. Replace all. There we go. Folks, we got this done. Now, that was a lot to combine these two programs, but I think that gets us there. So now we're going to take rung 0. We're going to scroll way to the bottom here and select rung 33. Right-click. We're going to copy those rungs. We're going to go into our new program, double-click our IO link. We're going to paste those rungs. And we're going to hit the verify button. Oh, we got one error. Oh, I missed, apparently I did miss something. Data table file 10 already exists. Where did I go wrong? Okay, I did make a mistake there, but that's all right. We're going to walk through it here. I forgot about the RX11. Oh, no, that should have been fine. Well, we definitely have a lot of errors. N14. Oh, I made it in. I just made this N14. It should have been N15. And here's where the undo button is your friend. We're going to undo all that. We're going to go right back over to our find and replace that we just did. No, we just used 14 a second ago. It needs to be 15. And that's what it was saying there. I think that's the bulk of our arrows. So now we're going to go search, replace, N14:51. with N15:51. We'll replace all, and then 50, we're going to replace all. And now we'll select all those rungs again. Although I feel it was saying something was wrong up here and I really didn't catch it. I'm not 100% sure what it was saying there, but we're going to do it again. And well, hopefully anyway it goes, we just eliminated 28 errors. Maybe it'll be a little obvious now. We're going to right click and we're going to copy those. And we're going to paste them back in. All right. And so we are going to get collisions this second time around because we already had put them in. We're just going to hit apply to all items, replace. And now we'll hit the verify button. Oh, good. We only have one error, which is very thankful. So we have RI10 and we have MG30. Oh, okay. Okay. We did not point. So in 15, that was supposed to go here too. Let me make sure, because I know this is getting a little in the weeds for you. So we're in our IO link program. It's the message instruction that we changed to MG13. We didn't actually change. We changed all down here that it was going to N1550. We didn't change it in this message. So this is N1550. And we're going to verify that. And we have no errors now. So we are going to go ahead and download this program. We haven't got to the PID, but I believe that we definitely should check for errors with everything we just did. And oops, we need to fix this. And I do this every time in 500. We're not going to apply this. And the issue is, if we get our channel configuration, I forgot to set the IP address. I do it every time. And mainly if we go to channel 0, this was the configuration in it. Now, what's really cool is all you got to do is hit the save button now. Better pull it out. And you're going to see nice green bars. And you're going to be sitting here getting really discouraged now because you're like, man, why is nothing happening? Well, this definitely looks for a 0. It has a 0, so it is true. And our timer's not timing. And the issue is only ladder 2 is ran by default. So we want these 3 programs to run or routines. We need to go tell them to run. So now bring a new rung down. You can do this online, or if you have the free software, just go offline, do it and download. And then we're going to go find our program control tab, and we're going to bring down a JSR. And we're going to jump to, and it's a little unintuitive here if you don't know the magic codes, but it's a U. So U:3, that is our PowerFlex routine. I'm going to go over the description on that, PowerFlex, and then we'll bring another new rung down. Actually, it's the same thing, so we're going to copy. We're just going to paste twice. And this time we're going to go to U4. And it's going to be our IO link. And then we're going to go to U5. That is going to be our PID. So we're doing anything like really structuring our data or, any conditions. We've just turned this into some folder organization. And so let's go ahead and select those. And we're going to accept, pass, and assemble those. That's going to get all of our things working, and we really hope now. We're getting an error bit down here. And why are we getting an error? Well, it looks right. Well, an error, and we see it bounce into F0. Well, project command, right? That looks good. Oh. Well, and here's the danger of copy and pasting. Now, it's not really obvious right here, but I just caught what I did because I was thinking about it. And it's like, what could that be? Remember we did this message here, and it's cool that we left it at N7, but we pasted that program in. That does not paste these values in. So if we go to our original PowerFlex program, and we go look at N7, Our timeout written to the drive is 5. Right now, we're writing a 0 as a timeout. And that PowerPlex is like, no, I'm cool with a fast timeout. I'm cool with a slow timeout. I'm not cool with no timeout. So in sub and 0, we're going to put a 5 into. Now, well, that shouldn't, no, and we're still going to get an error because remember, we set this up, it only writes one time. Now, I could do a lot of funkiness in here and get this to do something, but look, this is a good opportunity for us to learn a little about this first pass. This will be true the very first scan when we go to run mode. So if I switch this to program mode, turns it off. Check out the cumulative value here as we switch this back to run mode. So that makes that where it's going to time again. That will fire this message. And now we got some stuff going on. All right. So now let's look at our IO link routine. Let's make sure it's happy. All right. And it also looks happy. So then we did all this mapping here to get us to get us here. And it does not look happy here. We got 1369 encoder update rate T414. Oh, well, we're not moving. Yeah, our rate is 0. Never mind. If I turn the encoder a little bit, we're definitely getting speed out of it. So everything works on the combine of those two. Now, I was going to roll right into the PID now, but I'm realizing now that was kind of a lot to do, and this definitely needs a better title. So this more now was how do we take two programs and merge them together? And we are ready to talk about our PIDs now, but I'm going to break that out into a separate video and click here to follow me over there.